Learning Zilu Nishmas Etta Ahuva Basak Masachas Avos Perikei Mishna Ches. Shiva mini parnes bala olam al shiva gufi aver. There are 7 types of punishments that come to the world for 7 different averes. The Gemara on Shabbos, Daf Lamed Beis Lamed Gimel Amud Aleph, gives some of the mekuros for some of the things mentioned in the Mishnah, but not everything seems to shim. The Gemara has more averes that are not mentioned in the Mishnah, and I don't think everything mentioned in the Mishnah is in that Gemara over there, but the mekuros of some of them are there. So the first one is Miksasa Meiser, Miksasa Meiser. Some people are giving Meiser and some people are not giving Meiser. So for that, the Oynish is Rav Shal Betzuras Ba, Miksasa Revim, Miksasa Tzveim. Bnei Yoin explains this is a hunger that comes because of a lack of rain, and some people will not have what to eat, and that's Mida Keneged Mida. The second is Gamru Shalei La'aser. If everyone doesn't give Meiser, then Rav Shal Mahuma Shal Betzuras Ba. Bnei Yoin explains that's a hunger that comes because of war, and that affects everyone because everyone is not giving Meiser. Again, Mida Keneged Mida. The third one is Shaloi Litos HaChala. If people are not giving Chala, then Rav Shal Kliya Ba. This Rabbeinu explains that there was no rain whatsoever at all, total destruction. The fourth one is Dever Bala Olam, which is a plague that spreads from one person to the other like a disease. So that on that it comes. The Mishnah says, "Al misas hamuris b'teres shel nimsu lebezdim for chayvi krisis and chayvi misas bezdin," as Rabbeinu explains, and also al perish shviris for not being doig kalacha with not kedusha shviris in Paris. The fifth one in the Mishnah is cherev bala olam, which the Tiferes Yisrael says cherev means cherev milchama. So war comes to the world because of al inoi hadin, because Bezdin had made a psak din, but they delayed the punishment of it. Al ivas hadin means like a corruption of the din, meaning they mizaka the chayiv, mechayiv the zakai. Al hamurim b'Torah shalei kalacha, and on someone that's moir Torah shalei kalacha. So over here, the Gemara in Shabbos adds also b'bitul Torah, and the next Mishnah Test has the remaining 2. The 6th one is Chaya Rob Ala wild animals come to the world. A Shvua Shav, which is a Shvua that someone makes on a Ish that they're Isha, or Isha is a Ish, or a Shvua on something that's Shalei L'Tzerich, Al Chilul Hashem, or also on Chilul Hashem. And the last thing is Galus Bala Olam. Galus comes to the world Al Oidei Avodah Zarah, Al Gila Rayas, Al Shvichas Dama, which is the Gimel Chamuras. So here, if for some reason the Gemara in Shabbos doesn't bring Shvichas Dam, it only says Gila Rayis and Avodas Kechavim, and also for Al Hashmatas Haaretz, for not being Shomer Shmita. What's Pshat? Shmita is in this Mishnah with the Gimel Chamuras. So you see how Chamer Shmita is because it's the Seidus of Amunah, in the Kliyakar and Parashas Bahar, Perchav Hey, Pasuk Beis. The Mishnah continues, Barba Prakim Hadever Misrabe, 4 times there is more, the plague of Dever is more. Berevius in the 4th year, B'Shvius in the 7th year, Matzoi Shvius in the 8th year, Matzoi Chag Shebechol Shana V'Shana, Matzoi Sukkos every year. Why these 4 times? Berevius in the 4th year is when they Meiser Ani Shebeshlishis, because Meiser Ani is in the 3rd and the 6th year. So in the 3rd year, if they didn't keep Meiser Ani, so that's why the Dever is Misrabe in the 4th year. B'Shvius is Mibnei Meiser Ani Shebeshishis. The 7th is because the 6th year is also Meiser Ani. Matzoi Shvius, Mibnei Perish Shvius, that's because not being Shemer Kedusha Shvius. And that stems with what we said in Mishna Ches, that Dever Bala Olam is Al on Perish Shvius. And the last one is Matzoi Chag Shebechol Shana V'Shana is Mibnei Gezel Matnas Haniyim, because Rabbeinu explains that's the Zman Asifa, when they all gather together, when they gather their the fruits and they didn't give Leket Shechel Peah, they didn't give the Matnas Haniyim, so that's why Dever will be Misrabe if Chas V'Shalom they weren't Noig Kedin on Matnas Haniyim.